Welcome to the Daily Guided Practice Session. I'm Adam Maness. Let's practice. 88 beats per minute is where we're going to start. We'll do our chromatic warm-up. You can check the resources here in the Daily Guided Practice Session to check that out, the fingering of that. It's 1-3-1-3-1-2-3 fingering. We want to get this sort of hammer claw going with our big muscles. And yeah, before we get going though, let's make sure that we're sitting up straight, that our feet are flat on the floor. We want to get in a really good position, a position that supports our hands. Let's take a big, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's relax our shoulders and our neck. We're going to go 4 octaves, 8th notes, mezzo forte, quasi legato, nothing special, a fairly vanilla articulation and dynamic to start with. Just 8th notes, 4 octaves. We'll start with our left hand on C2 and our right hand on C3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure everything is nice and even. Each note the same volume and duration as the one previous. Make sure your hands are locked up with each other, and they're both locked up with the click. That again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everything we do today is going to be nice and easy and effortless. If we're gritting our teeth, clenching our jaw, shrugging our shoulders, wincing our face, any of that, we need to let go of that tension and just throw it out there in a nice, easy, relaxed way. Even if it's not completely perfect, if it's relaxed, that's where we want to be. We are going to ramp up the tempo of our warm-up today. This is something we don't do very often, but I kind of feel like playing fast, so let's get it going. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice and easy as we ramp up this tempo. Our first instinct is going to be to try really hard. We need to let that go. And just realize that the point of this is for it to be effortless and easy. I think this is something that can't be overstated, that when we hear players that they seem effortless, it's because they've worked to that effortlessness. And that's something we need to work on. If we're bearing down and we're trying very hard as we do more difficult things, we're only going to learn them as we try really hard. We want this to be easy. So keep that spirit. Let your ear and your body figure it out. Let's go up to 110. We're just still a basic dynamic level, basic articulation, whatever's comfortable. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... Nice. Let's go up to 120. Important tempo here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And. Nice and relaxed. Relax your wrists right now. Big deep breath here on the turn. All right, I'm going to take it down to 70 beats per minute, but this is going to be 16th notes. We were doing 8th notes, but this is twice as fast in relativity to the metronome. 1, 2, sha 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 sha. As we ramp up the tempo, it's important to stay relaxed. going up. Here's 80. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, sha, 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 sha. Nice and light as we get faster and faster. Relax your face right now. All right, let's do 2 more tempos. We'll do 90 and 100. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, light, and. Let's do that tempo one more time. Let's do this forte. Let's really lean into it. We want to be strong, loud, but completely relaxed. Let's try it. 1, 2, sha, 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 sha. Powerful, but loose. Getting warm. Let's do the same tempo but piano. Soft, confident, controlled. 1, 2, sha, 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 sha. Easy. Breezy. Again, the key to that piano is making sure that every note strikes super even. All right, last tempo, back to mezzo forte, quasi legato, 100 beats per minute, 16th notes. Da 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 da. 1, 2, sha 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 sha. Lighten it up. Two, sha 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 sha. Think easy, easy and effortless. One more time. 1, 2, sha, 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 sha. All right. Shake it out. Take a big deep breath. Have some water. I'm going to have my sparkly water with lemon and lime here. That's a springtime treat right there. Okay, for our technical exercise today, I want to do one of the Phillips exercises. Per usual, we've been doing these most of the whole guided practice session journey, but I want to do the first in the second series of Phillips exercises. And if you haven't done this with me yet, get ready, because this is the one. This is the one that exposes the weaknesses at the ends of our hands. Just like all the other Phillips exercises, this is based off of the right-hand thumb on middle C, and then building up a diminished chord. C, E flat, G flat, A, C. And our left-hand thumb on the A just below, and building down a diminished chord, G flat, A, E flat, C, A. So we have this shape. Now, the only difference between this one and the first series, our thumb is down that whole time, like the one we did yesterday. This exercise starts out with all of our other fingers go down, and they stay down. And we do a triplet figure, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, and then we hold it 1, and then we switch to our second finger, and so on. So it's like this: 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, triplet, 2 triplet, 1 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 triplet, 2 triplet, and then we go up. That's actually one of the hardest parts, is chromatically going up on our 2, 3, 4, and 5 fingers, this diminished scale. So one thing that I'm going to work on here first, before we do the full exercise, I like to do this where we are going to do just going up the chords with our 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's do half notes. 1, 2, just up chromatically, because getting these shapes is half the battle. 2, 1, 2. So let's start there. Let's start at the bottom. Right? Our pinkies are on A and then C. Let's go up half notes. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 1, 2. Just getting these shapes in our fingers because it's going to come in handy, trust me. Just a nice diminished chord here. Okay, those are the shapes we want. Now, with this chord, we're not even going to go up and down because this is kind of a long exercise. Again, every finger is held down except for the one that's playing this triplet, and the figure is 1 triplet, 1 triplet, 1 triplet, 1 triplet, 1 triplet, 1 triplet, 1 triplet. Take it up. And so on. As you can see, this one's a bear. Let's do it. Right from the beginning. All the way up an octave chromatically, and then we'll stop there. 1, 2, triplet N. Our fingers are down, except for the finger playing the triplets. Again, this needs to be nice and relaxed, nice and easy and effortless. It's easy to say, but it takes some concentration. Relax your wrist right now. Two more. Ease it up. Nice and easy. Deep breath. Poor thinker's tired already. Last one. Put a little flair on it. All right. Nice. How's everybody feeling? Shake it out. That's a tough one, right? That is... Feels good, though. Feels good. I'm seeing everybody's comments here about the lag. Is everybody experiencing lag from the metronome? Yes, everybody? Hard to stay with. I think we're streaming, yesterday we tried streaming on Facebook and that was very glitchy on Zoom's end. I think we're streaming today on YouTube from Zoom. It's probably glitching out because of that. I don't think we'll do many more of these streaming from Zooms in the future. Was this the experience like on Monday? Was everybody cool on Monday? Probably less. No, it was not good on Monday either. Okay. Well, Zoom is not great then. It's probably also has something to do with my internet connection. But so yeah, we'll look into this and see. We just want to present it in the best possible way. So we might cut back on the on Monday. It seemed fine. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. We're just trying to present this in the easiest way for everybody as possible. So we'll get together on that. Okay. We are Zoom is goo. Good. Zoom is goo. True. We are continuing on with our bebop lick here. We're on the key of D. We're starting to get into relatively common keys. We're going to be doing D, G, C, and F to finish because we started in B flat. And D presents its own challenges. I don't know about y'all, but I find D to be somewhat of a challenging key on the piano, just in general. If I have to call a tune in D or play a tune in D, it's definitely not as intuitive as or common as E flat, and it takes a little work off of the gig to really make sure that I have everything together in D. So we want to continue on here with what we were doing. We'll start with our right hand and just continue with the lick. If you don't know what this lick is, you can go to the Daily Guided Practice session and check out the Bebop lick intro lesson. That's where we learn it by ear. So we'll just continue on today in this new key of D. Just take a minute with me. And let's get it in our hands. This is the way it sounds. I'm going to loop this so that everybody can kind of get it in this key. Go a little slower. So I'll just loop it here for a while, and we can get familiar in this key with the lick. 2, 3, and 4, and. We'll go halftime here. 2, 3, and 4, and. Again, this is a 2-5-1 in the key of D, and this is just some bebop language that I put together that works independently. Each in little sections can work independently, but we're just going to learn it as 1 2-5-1 lick here to start. Again, halftime, 2, 3, and 4, and. Obviously a fingering thing there. There it is. Sometimes it's the fingering of the note just before the one you messed up that's the culprit. Play this with me. Let's take the tempo up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. One, 2, 3, and 4, and. Let's keep going with the tempo. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and keep going up. Take it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and feels good today. I like this key. 112. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again, just a 2, 5, 1, and D in my left hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and pretty much root and shell voicings there. All right, let's go back down to 60, and now we're at 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and let's turn this into 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and got that metronome on 2 and 4 like a hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, and let's push the tempo just a little bit. Go to 70 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and all right. Let's keep it at 70, and now let's do our left hand, right? Whoa, I'm gonna need fingering for this. Take a minute and just work this out in your left hand on your own. Get some fingering that works for you. I think I got a good idea here. Try eighth notes here at 70. Bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's just bump it up a little. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and let's keep moving it up. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's keep bumping up. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and feels really good. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and wait. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all right, down to 60. This is 2 and 4 on the hi-hat. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and yes, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and nice and easy. Just like with our technical exercises, we want this nice and easy. Let's go to 70, which is where we ended our right hand with. We're really making some progress on this week. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and it's a real tempo right there. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! That feels great. Oh, that's great to be able to play that in that tempo. That's going to be very, very useful to have those licks. All right, let's end this session the way we've been ending all our sessions on this bebop lick, where I'm going to play a bass line for you on this 2-5-1 in D, and I want you to start out improvising, or start out playing the lick in full, just as written, trading between each hand. So alternating hands. We'll go back down to about 60 for this to make it not quite out of the comfort zone in our left hand. But let's just trade our hands playing the lick, and then and we'll start essentially improvising with the lick. So you can start subtracting notes. You can start messing with, placing it in different parts of the beat. And we'll do that until we're comfortable doing that. And then we'll start adding our own language into the 2-5-1, and then sort of putting our language with the lick, right? So parts of the lick, taking chunks of it in sections, seeing if it works over the same place in the chord, if we use part of our language. Really what we're doing here is we're trying to get this language into our own improvised language in a somewhat organic way. Really, that can be done just by listening to it and playing it over and over again, and then attempting to incorporate it in our improvising until it's just something that we play because we have the fingering. This will be great to do. And again, with that, when you're improvising it, alternate between the hands. Alternate, each 2-5-1 lick, right hand, 2-5-1, left hand, 2-5-1. That way, we're doing a nice, even amount. Let's do it. That's 2 and 4 on the hi-hat. I'll play the bass line for you. Start with just the lick and then start improvising with it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and... times. Last time. Here we go. Whew. All right, I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you can kind of learn what we're going for here is to take this very simple lick through all 12 keys, learning it in as many as we can, and really trying to digest it in your playing. When you're going through the tunes that you're working on this week, see if you can do this improvised thing around some 2-5-1s using at least parts of this lick. Again, even if we just use small chunks of it, it's a very language-rich lick. Okay, so that is it for our Daily Guided Practice session. I'm going to end the recording, but then I'll take any questions here on Zoom afterwards. So until next time, happy practicing. And we're ending with the recording for the archives, but we're still live here on Zoom. If anybody has any questions about how to practice this at all, please hit me up right now in the chat, and I'll even bring people on the audio as well. Colleen asks, are you playing 4 bars or 3? Sounds like he's doing 2